Reports suggest that all 19 bodies found at the Kroonstad train crash site have been accounted for. A multidisciplinary task team is investigating the deadly crash that left 19 people dead and hundreds others injured. Osindisiwe Twala was following the story for us. The victims of the Kroonstad train tragedy are struggling to come to terms with their loss and trauma. The Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa has promised all possible help and support to these suffering families. The fate of the truck driver who collided with the train still hangs in the balance as the case has been handed over for further investigation. Prasa Group Chief Strategy Officer Dr. Sipho Setole joins us on the phone line to give us an update on the situation. Good morning to you, Dr. Sipho. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Can you just give us an update regarding the issue, first of all, of identifying all the 19 bodies? Have they all been identified and accounted for?
Yes, it was a great relief yesterday when we met with the families. About 50 family members came to interact with us so that we could just appraise them of where we are with regard to the process of identifying bodies. At the time of the meeting, only 15 families had reported their family members as missing from the train accident. So we were able to know who those members were. We were still waiting for 4 other people to come forward, and luckily yesterday in the meeting there was a family that reported 3 missing members, which then got us to 18. And then there was a mother who also reported to us that her brother, who passed away in the train, had been traveling with her son, and her son has not been accounted for. So that we didn't know, because in some cases the kids are not. They will come as underage, and they won't buy any tickets, and so we now know for a fact now that we are down back to 19. We can tally all the names. All that remains now is for the forensic pathologist to help the families identify which body or which remain belongs to who against the names that we have, and that will be taken by health authorities. And all we can do as Prasa really is to be there with them. That's why we are traveling with the acting group CEO as well as one of the directors on the board of Prasa, going there so that we are there with them to give them the comfort. It is difficult, but we have no option but to just assist in the best way that we can.
Well, Dr. Stoller, just to clarify, where exactly are you traveling? You said you're traveling there with them. Could you just put it on the record for us where, as Prasa, you're traveling to help to actually support these families?
We are traveling to Kroonstad. We are going to the mortuary where the health authorities are looking for us. We've also arranged for counseling services on site so that we prepare the families before they are taken into the morgue to identify the bodies.
And just lastly, are there any travelers that are still in hospital?
Yes,
Well, Dr. Setole, I believe that you can hear me now. I was just asking if there are any patients who are still hospitalized. Of those who were injured and taken to hospital, have they all been discharged?
And it's telling me that there is at Mill Park Hospital, and then there's one that is at Bloom Mediclinic. So there's 3 that are still in hospital.
But of course in stable condition, not critical.
They are not critical. Also, at the walk-in center yesterday, there were passengers who had been injured and discharged who've come back to say that they think that they need attention. So we are assisting them to make sure that they...
Well, Dr. Sipho Setole, thank you so much for joining us there on the phone line. That was the Prasa Group Chief Strategy Officer, Dr. Sipho Setole, giving us an update there, just letting us know that indeed all of the people who passed on have been accounted for, and that forensic pathologists are just currently dealing with the DNA situation just to help identify which body belongs to which family in order to help them speed up the processes to prepare the bodies for burial, and also that they are providing counseling services for families to help help them deal with the counselling matters before they actually go and identify the bodies, and also that there is a walk-in centre for people to be able to go in if they have any queries, any comments or questions rather relating to the accident, and just confirming how many travellers were still hospitalised there, but obviously not in critical condition, in stable condition and recovering fully.